Interesting. So
Hmm.
true, though. You talk in this book about, about really like appreciating the smaller things in life and taking a step back from Hollywood. You think birds in nature, it is the furthest thing from Hollywood. Was this a conscious decision? Like, did you take a conscious decision to take a step away from Hollywood for a minute?
It was more just like just working project to project to project and just being exhausted. And all of us overwork, and especially now since COVID, it seems like people are really, well, just everything today is stressed out. I mean, we're in a friggin' time, as we all know. We're all like, whoa, this is a moment. But anyway, I was having a moment, but on a much lower scale than what we're having now. And I just needed a break. I needed to recharge. And I'm lucky to have another house. I wish everybody did because it's a nice thing to have. It's a real gift. So I was able to just be up there and it was quiet. And that's when I kind of was like, whoa, there's some things happening out there. It's not just sweet.
Growing up in Illinois, did you always want to be an actress from a young age?
Yes, yes, yes. Very little, very from really like from really the get-go, and I don't understand that. Like, how the hell did I know what an actor was? I mean, it was like, there was doctor, nurse, post person. It's not like actor was in the vocabulary of what do you, and I wanted to be one from like three or something.
Wow. Did you ever have a moment of like, well, if I don't go into acting or it doesn't work
No,
out, no, there was
no,
nothing else.
no, nothing. Like, I'm fucked. I mean, if it doesn't work out, help.
Right. Like, let me just, I'm going to be an actress one way or another. Because look, it's not an easy business. It's certainly not an
No, it
easy business
isn't.
to break into when you're in it. It's not an easy business.
To
It's,
stay in once you're in, it's not easy.
do you think it's easier now with social media and the way things work, or do you think it's actually harder in the sense that it's so saturated in a way?
Well, it's interesting because I was talking to Vince D'Onofrio the other day because I'm doing Daredevil with Vince, and Vince thinks it's gotten harder for young people to break in. I don't really know because I feel a little bit out of the loop in some ways, like, but I was helping a young actor the other day and or like a couple months ago, and when he was telling me like how he has to go about it, I'm like, oh, is that what it is now? Like, oh, because in the old days, I could just bring my 8x10 to the actual agency. Like, I could bring it and drop it off. Like, that is just not the deal. I think it's harder, and I think the cost of living is higher. Like, I could live on not a lot back in the 80s, and the
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah. Well, one of your first films, Mystic Pizza, which I'm dating myself now because I did see it in the movie theater. Thank you very much. You, Annabella Gish, Julia Roberts, like, what was
Vince,
that? Right, Vince, what was that like? And like, do you have like one memory that just sticks out as one of your favorites from that experience?
well, that was one of those like catch 22s. Like, even still back then, it was sort of like, how do you get how do you get the job that has a lead when you're an unknown? Even back then, that was sort of like, and I don't know how the hell it happened, but it did. They wanted unknowns. Who knows why? Julia, believe it or not, was an unknown. Um, and so it was kind of like, what the hell? This is wild. And I knew that. And it was fun. It was sweet. We were on location. And one memory, uh, probably Julie and I were trying to figure out a scene, like, but we were like in the bushes. Like, she was having a hard time with a scene. And we had to like, I said, just come, let's come out behind these bushes. And we just quickly like worked on some acting stuff and to get her going into the moment. And then we like emerged from the bushes and she did the scene. I think it was a breakup scene or something she had, or did she have a breakup scene? I can't remember, but it was some hard scene and she was having trouble. And so we worked on it together.
Did you? And then Pretty Woman came after that, and then the rest is history for Julia
Yeah, but we all
Roberts.
knew she was going to be a star though during Mystic Pizza.
You
Because she
did?
had that quality. Yeah, everybody knew it. I mean, she just had that thing. She walks into a room, you turn, she leaves she leaves the chair and the wardrobe, and the hair person, who I'm sure you can relate, is like, oh my God, she's amazing. She's so beautiful. She's so amazing. Oh my God, I'm in love with her. And everyone just loves her.
And
America's
everyone,
sweetheart, right?
America's sweetheart, and everyone just knew. You just could tell.
Yeah, you just knew. Yeah. And she knew.
She
Yeah.
knew.
She knew.
Did you learn it? Like, what did you learn on that film? Because it was, well, like you said, like it was your breakout role. I mean, I know you did a film before that, but that really was kind of put a lot of
I
people
don't know
on the
if I
map.
did actually. I think that I'd done a TV thing, but here's what I learned is that you can like there was something that one of the monologues I didn't like the way it was written and it wasn't working for me. Like I couldn't say the lines. Like I needed to change them. And so I did. And like if you just because you're like an unknown or a young person or if there's big studio or whatever, you can still like fight for what you need. Like stand by yourself and if something's not working for you, explain in a nice, courteous way what you need.
Yeah, that's good advice for a young actor or actress starting
Hmm.
out.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, you have been working pretty much nonstop since then. You've done so many films and TV and stage, like, is there a film that you just can look at and say that was just such a pleasurable experience? Maybe not like the best film you ever made, but just like the crew was great. Look, the shoots can be hard on a lot of these films. It just was like a great shoot. It was wonderful.
Okay. I mean, honestly, I've had a lot of those, and that's great that I have, and that says that I've walked my talk, and that I said at the beginning, like I want to work with good people. I want to work, and that has happened. But like Stanley Tucci's The Imposters, it's like it was kind of a smaller film, but that was a really, really fun experience with Stanley's a great guy. He's very loving, he's very generous, he loves hosting. And so he hosted us, all these actors and created a lovely set. The crew was great. Bob Altman created lovely sets. Um, I loved working with Bob. Um, but then Abel Ferrara, it was difficult, the addiction, but I friggin' loved it. It was a great experience. And so was I Shot Andy Warhol. So I've had a lot of great, when we're all working together and in it together, that's what is like the marker for me.
Do you prefer, because during the 90s you were labeled the indie darling along with others, but do you prefer working on an independent film and like how is that experience different from you, other than the obvious budget differences and constraints?
I do like it because